Hello and welcome to the talkSPORT Cup, where fans from across the country battle it out in a test of football trivia. We started with a pair of fans from each of the top 64 clubs in the country, but only 2 teams will make it all the way to the final for a chance to play for £1,000 and this trophy. I'm Charlie Baker, and over there is the talkSPORT Cup fact machine, Angelina Kelly.
Hey, Charlie.
Hello, Angelina. Today's fixture is a first round tie between Huddersfield Town and Hull City. So let's meet the teams. Representing Huddersfield, we have James and Chris. James, Chris, welcome.
Hi.
Good to see you. Down from Huddersfield.
Yep.
Very, very nice. Who's the greatest all-time Huddersfield player, James?
Andy Booth, gotta be.
Is it Booth?
Yeah, good old Booth.
What was so good about Andy Booth, Chris?
The heading. I mean,
Oh.
and he's very famous for his knee injuries as well.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing,
That's
Chris?
a bad thing because he can't head it when he's got a knee injury. So, yeah.
So how often would he get a knee injury, James?
You can get it quite often, but when he comes back, he always scores plenty of goals. Got 150 of the club, so it's pretty decent.
Yeah,
in the
pretty
end.
good indeed. There we are. Who would be second on the list, Chris?
Jordan Rhodes did a fantastic job for us. Yeah.
Very, very good. All right, then. That's very nice. That's the Terriers, Huddersfield Town. Representing Hull City, we have Sam and Jack. Welcome.
Thanks for having us.
Very nice to see you. Particularly loving the tiger shirt.
Thank you very much.
Why did they get rid of the tiger shirt? That should have just been your thing.
It's just the branding, isn't it? You know what I mean?
But it's brilliant branding, isn't it? You
Yeah, I
know,
think so,
Everyone
yeah.
remembers it.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
should have just kept it.
I
When
agree.
it first came out, were you like,
I was not born.
not born? Wow, I'm really aging you there.
Yeah.
80s one.
It's an 80s one, is it?
Yeah.
Okay, so there we are. And who's the greatest all-time Hull player?
I don't think he's the greatest ever, but the biggest legend for me is Dean Windass
I
for
agree.
getting us to the Premier League.
Agree with that one.
Yeah, the goal he scored at Wembley against Bristol
yeah.
City. Don't get any better.
What a volley. That was that volley, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Fraser Campbell
Playoff
assist.
final.
final.
Yeah.
First
And
time
a
ever
nice
in the
guy
Premier
as
League.
well.
Yeah, good guy.
Great guy.
Yeah, really nice guy. Does he do stuff around the club still, Dean Windass?
Yeah,
Not
he
sure,
seems
be
to.
fair. Is he an ambassador or something?
Yeah, I remember I ate the crossbar and he was
yeah.
he was the one. Yeah, yeah, he does it. He does bits. He does bits.
And his son plays for Sheffield Wednesday at the moment.
He does.
doesn't
I think City have been after him a couple of times.
I was going to say, Jack, he'll turn up. Won't he? He'll turn up at Hull eventually.
I don't know about that. Don't know. It's up to him, but
It is up to him. That is true. It is up to him. Right, we're not here for fun. We're here for football. So let's get on with the quiz. The first round is the home advantage round. Each team will get 3 home questions about the club they support and 3 away questions, which could be about anything. It's 1 point for a correct answer. They are allowed to confer, but if they get the answer wrong, it goes over and can be stolen by the other team. Let's get on with the quiz. Here we go. Huddersfield Town, your first home question. Who was man of the match in the 2017 Championship playoff final?
I think even though he didn't score the winning penalty, I think it might be Aaron Moy.
Yeah,
Obviously,
you know,
Schindler would be the obvious one, but I think it's Aaron Moy.
He played well defensively.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, go for it.
We'll go Aaron Moy.
Yep.
It is Aaron Moy. Angelina.
Huddersfield won 4-3 on penalties after a 0-0 draw. Were either of you there?
Yes.
There you
Very
go.
good. There we are. Look at that shirt. It's like he's working the roads. There we are. Okay, here we go. Hull, your first home question. Who is Hull's all-time leading Premier League scorer?
Nikita Jelavic.
Yeah,
Nikita Jelavic.
It is Nikita Jelavic. Angelina.
And that's with 12 goals.
Yeah, 12 all-time leading. Says something. Huddersfield. Huddersfield Town, your first away question. Which Polish player has the most Premier League appearances?
Well, I think the others I'm thinking of are too far down, I think.
Okay.
Well, we've got nothing else, might as well try. We'll
for that.
try Artur Boric.
It's not Artur Boric. Goes over to you, Hull City. Any ideas? Which Polish player has the most Premier League appearances?
probably. Isn't it?
Yeah.
Chesney.
It is not Szczesny. It is Lukas Fabianski. Right position. There he is.
That's with 375 appearances.
Thank you, Angelina. Hull, your first away question. Which Georgian has the most Premier League appearances?
Georgian.
I'm going to go for Kiss initially.
It's not Kishinev. Thank goodness it's not. Any ideas?
Is it Georgie Kincladze?
It is Georgie King-Cladze. The old Man City player. Beautiful player, wasn't he? All balance. Angelina.
And that's with 102 appearances.
There we go. Huddersfield Town, this is your second home question. Who are the opponents and what was the scoreline in Huddersfield's biggest league win in the 23-24 season? At the time of recording, last season. Who are the opponents and what was the scoreline in Huddersfield's biggest league win last season?
Is that right?
Okay.
Yeah, I think so. Well, we didn't get that many wins last season, did we? We'll say it was Sheffield Wednesday 4-0.
It was Sheffield Wednesday 4-0. Excellent answer, Angelina.
And do you know who scored the brace?
If it's that guy, then it looks like Josh Caroma to me.
Yeah, but no extra points for that.
Points, Josh Caroma. Came from non-league, didn't he? Josh Caroma, I think.
And Lane Orient, they were non-league at the time, Lane Orient, yes.
There we are. Hull, your second home question. Who was captain for the 2008 Championship playoff final?
You do it. You do it. Ian Ashby.
It was Ian Ashby. If you know the answer, you have to say the answer. Can't get your friend to say the answer, just in case it's wrong. He's said enough. He's fine. He's a slow burn. Ian Ashby. Angelina.
Yeah, beat Bristol City 1-0. Were you at the game?
Yeah.
Okay, there we are. Huddersfield Town, your second away question. Which former Football League club's nickname is the Iron?
Yep.
Scunthorpe United.
It is Scunthorpe United, Angelina. National League North now. Hull, your second away question. Which club from Greater Manchester are known as the Hatters?
Stockport County.
It is Stockport County, the Stockport Hat Museum. Ever been there, Angelina?
No, not far from where I'm from in Manchester.
you've not been to the Hat Museum, though?
For some reason, I've never made it.
Unbelievable.
Maybe I'll go next time.
What fact have you got for us?
About the hats, that Stockport was a prominent centre for hat making in the 19th century.
There we go, hence the museum. Huddersfield Town, your third and final home question. Since 1945, which manager has taken charge of most matches for Huddersfield?
I'm not going to argue with that.
Yeah, well, he was there about 8 years, so it'll go, I think if it isn't him, it's got to be someone, well, I can't think who else could be. Go with Mick Buxton.
It was Mick Buxton. You know your stuff. Angelina.
He, of course, oversaw 2 promotions between 1978 and 1986.
Of course he did. Hull, your third home question. From which club did Ivor Pandur join Hull? Ivor Pandur. Join Hull.
I'm going to go AZ Alkmaar.
It's not AZ Alkmaar. Goes over to you, Huddersfield Town.
I suppose we'll have to try a Dutch team then, if they think it's a Dutch one. Any ideas, maybe? Well, maybe we've signed a few from this one, so... Well, we both said the same one, we'll go with it.
Groningen.
It's not Groningen. It is Fortuna Sittard. Nope, I've never heard of them either. Huddersfield Town, your final away question. Who did Man City beat 1-0 in the 2021 League Cup final?
Might have been them. Trying to think, because obviously there was lockdown, so... I'm sure I remember, I think it was a dull final, I think.
Okay.
If you're happy with me to go with that.
Go for it. Yep.
Tottenham Hotspur?
It was Tottenham Hotspur. Angelina.
And of course, Mourinho was sacked less than a week before that final.
Yeah, it was a nightmare for them, wasn't it? Harley, your final away question. Which Man United player was the last Brazilian international to score in the League Cup final? Which Man United player was the last Brazilian international to score in the League Cup final?
It's got to be Anderson. I'm going to go Anderson.
It's not Anderson.
No, it might.
Any ideas, Huddersfield?
Can't think of any other ones, unless you have another one.
Not him.
Oh, I don't think he's scored a League Cup final.
No,
we'll
go
try
with that.
We'll go Fred?
It's not Fred. It is Casemiro.
Oh, he said.
That's what I wrote down.
Angelina.
That was in the 2-0 win over Newcastle in 2023.
There we go.
Come anymore.
And that is the end of round one. Angelina, what are the scores?
It is 6-3 to Huddersfield.
6-3 to Huddersfield. Currently in the lead. Very, very nice. Round 2, and it's the Bravado round. Each question in this round is worth 3 points. I will ask the contestants a question, and they will bid for how many correct answers they think they can give me. Whoever believes they can give me the most will have 90 seconds to name them, but crucially, if they fail to reach their number or give an incorrect answer, the opposition can steal the points by simply naming one correct answer. It's the Bravado round. Let's get on with the quiz. I want to know, how many Welsh players can you name who have scored at least 25 goals in the Premier League? There are 10 Welsh footballers who have scored 25 or more Premier League goals in their career. But how many of them can you name? You have 20 seconds to confer with your partner before we start the bidding. This is the question. How many Welsh players can you name who have scored at least 25 goals in the Premier League? There are 10 Welsh footballers who've scored 25 or more Premier League goals in their career. But how many can you name? There we go. You've got 5 more seconds. Okay, Huddersfield Town, coming to you first for the bidding. How many do you think you can name?
We think we can name 5.
Got 5? Yeah. Any higher, Hull City?
We'll go 6.
You think you got 6? Huddersfield Town, back with you. Ball's in your court.
Name them.
Yep, name them.
Name them. Okay, you're going to say 6.
So
We need
first
from
one.
you. Hold on a second.
Sorry.
You have 90 seconds to name them. Once you give me an answer, wait for me to repeat it, and it will be locked in. You have 90 seconds for 6 names, starting from now.
Ryan Giggs.
Ryan Giggs, 1.
Robert Earnshaw.
Robert Earnshaw, 2.
Robbie Savage.
Robbie Savage, 3.
Gareth Bale.
Gareth Bale, 4.
Brennan Johnson.
Brennan Johnson, 5.
Gary Speed.
And Gary Speed, 6. There's your 6 answers. Angelina, how many did they get right? 3.
3. Oh, God.
3. So not the 6 required. Huddersfield Town, I need 1 name from you to steal the points.
We'll go Mark Hughes.
Angelina, is Mark Hughes there?
He is on the list.
He's on the list. There we are. Very, very good indeed. Mark Hughes, lovely thighs. No opinion. Okay. Angelina, can you fill in the gaps, please?
Of course. So it was Robert Earnshaw, Robbie Savage and Brennan Johnson that were incorrect.
Oh.
But you could have had, of course, Craig Bellamy, Simon Davies, John Hartson, Aaron Ramsey, Ian Rush and Dean Saunders.
Oh, there we are. talkSPORT's own Dean Saunders. We move on to the second question in the Bravado round. And it's this. I want to know, how many clubs can you name who've spent at least 1 season, but no more than 5 seasons in the Premier League? There are 11 clubs that have spent a total of between 1 and 5 seasons in the Premier League since the first Premier League season in 92-93, up to and including this current season, 24-25. How many of those 11 clubs can you name? 20 seconds to confer with your partner, and I'll read you the question again. How many clubs can you name that have spent at least 1 season, but no more than 5 seasons in the Premier League? There are 11 clubs that have spent a total of between 1 and 5 seasons in the Premier League since the first Premier League season in 92-93, up to and including this current season, 24-25. How many of those 11 clubs can you name? You've got 5 more seconds to confer. Okay. Hull City, I'm coming to you first. How many do you think you can name?
Got 6.
6. Any higher, Huddersfield?
7.
You got 7, you think? Any higher, Hull City, than 7?
Go for it.
You're going to make them name them?
Nah, name them.
Name them. Okay. 7.
Okay.
We need 7 from you. You have 90 seconds. Once you give me an answer, wait for me to repeat it and give the count, and it will be locked in. 90 seconds for 7 teams, starting from now.
Huddersfield Town.
Huddersfield Town, 1.
Barnsley.
Barnsley, 2.
Bradford City.
Bradford City, 3.
Swindon Town.
Swindon Town, 4.
Oldham Athletic.
Oldham Athletic, 5.
Blackpool.
Blackpool. 6.
Luton Town.
Luton Town. 7. Angelina, how many did they get right? 7 out of 7. Very, very good. And tactfully left out Hull City.
Yeah, I was.
I wasn't certain.
What a
I thought it was
flex.
I was bored. I wasn't certain, so I thought just leave
What
it
a
out.
flex, leaving out the team in front of you. Unbelievable. What else did they leave out, Angelina?
So, of course, you could have had Hull. You could have also had Brentford, Cardiff City, and Reading.
There we are. And that is the end of the Bravado round. Angelina, what are the scores?
So Hull have 3 points, but storming ahead with 12, it's Huddersfield.
Currently 12-3 to Huddersfield. Very, very good. And the third round is Guess Who round. In this round, I'll give the teams clues. These could be about a player, a manager, a club, or even a stadium. And as soon as they think they know who or what I'm talking about, they can buzz in and have a guess. But if they get it wrong, they'll be locked out, and the other team can hear a full list of all the clues before giving an answer. There are 2 points per correct answer in this round. Here we go. We're going to move on to the Guess Who round. Here we go. The Guess Who round. To start with, I'm looking for a player. This player grew up in France before signing for Sir Bobby Robson's Newcastle in 2004. He scored Newcastle's first goal of the 2005-2006 season with a direct free kick. In January 2000... Yes, Huddersfield Town.
David Ginola?
It is not David Ginola. You get to know the rest of the answer, Hull City.
Got it.
In January 2009, he said he wanted to reach a higher level of ambition and signed for Wigan later that month. In 2011, he signed for Aston Villa. Left when his contract expired in 2016. He didn't sign for another club after reportedly struggling with heart problems. He scored 28 goals in 281 Premier League appearances and also played twice internationally for France. Any ideas?
Go Charles Nzogbia.
It is Charles Nzogbia. There he is. Okay, here's another player. This winger started his career at Corinthians before joining Shakhtar Donetsk in 2007. In his 6 years at the club, he won several honours, including 4 Ukrainian Premier League titles and the UEFA Cup in 2009. In 2013, he joined Chelsea for £30 million. Huddersfield Town.
Andrei Shevchenko.
It is not Andrei Shevchenko. Goes over to you, Hull City. He won the Premier League and League Cup in his second season in England. In August 2020, he signed for Arsenal on a 3-year contract. 21, he returned to Corinthians on a deal running until December 23. Rescinded his contract mid-August 22 and moved to Fulham. After moving to Olympiacos in 24, he's since returned to Fulham, where he plays to this day. Any ideas?
Willian.
It is Willian. Angelina, there he is. It's another player. A product of numerous English academies, this player began his senior career with QPR in 2016. His breakthrough came in the 2019-20 season, in which he scored 14 goals and was named the club's Player of the Year. Subsequently signed by Crystal Palace. Hull City.
Eberici Eze.
It is Eberici Eze. Now I want the name of a club. This club was founder member of the Lancashire League in 1889 and was invited into the Football League Second Division in 1896. First ever Ballon d'Or was awarded to a player from this club in 1956. Hull City.
Burnley.
It is not Burnley. You get to hear the rest of the answer, Huddersfield. After a period in the wilderness, they won the 2010 Championship playoffs. Spent 1 season in the Premier League under manager Ian Holloway. Later suffered a double relegation into League Two.
Blackpool.
It is Blackpool FC. Finally, who is this? This manager began his career with Swansea City after hanging up his playing boots at the same club. At Swansea, he became interim manager at the end of the 13-14 season, managing Hull City.
Chris Coleman.
It is not Chris Coleman. You can get the rest of the answer, Huddersfield. At Swansea, he became interim manager at the end of the 13-14 season, managing to fight off relegation and come second in the club's Europa League group. He was then made permanent manager, but ultimately lost his job in December 2015. Later took charge of Leeds United, Middlesbrough, Birmingham City and Sheffield Wednesday before joining Cambridge United in March 24.
Gary Monk.
It is Gary Monk. Very good answer. There it is. Looks happy there, doesn't he? Looks like he may have had any sleep in that picture. There we are. And that is the end of the Guess Who round. Angelina, what are the scores?
So, Hull, you did manage to get a few points in that round. You have 9, but still ahead with 16 is Huddersfield.
There we are. 16-9 to Huddersfield. At the end of round 3, we're moving to round 4, which is the stoppage time round. The fourth and final round is the stoppage time round, 90 seconds on the clock. I will ask the teams quick fire questions. If they think they know the answer, they can buzz in. It's 2 points for a correct answer, but if they get it wrong, they will lose a point. Are you ready? Here we go. Which former chairman said, ideally, I would like David O'Leary to be at this club for life? Huddersfield.
Peter Ridsdale?
It was Peter Ridsdale, who in 2002 became the most recent Swedish player to score in an FA Cup final. Huddersfield.
Freddie Lundberg?
It was Freddie Lundberg. In which Japanese city did England beat Argentina in the 2002 World Cup? Anybody? No? Sapporo. I've said it. Sapporo. Which country do Lyngby come from? Huddersfield.
Denmark.
It was Denmark. In 1999, which Dutchman became the first non-British player to be top scorer in a Premier League season? Huddersfield.
Dennis Bergkamp.
It's not Dennis Bergkamp, it's Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank. How many different players scored for England at the 2022 World Cup? 6, 8 or 10? Hull.
8.
It is 8. Which was the first English side to lose a European Cup final? Anybody? Hull. Need an answer?
Liverpool.
It was not Liverpool, it was Leeds. At which Italian club is Dele Alli currently playing?
Come on.
Como.
This is Como. In which Swedish city did Denmark beat Germany in the final of Euro? Yes.
Copenhagen.
It's not Copenhagen, it's Gothenburg. Who scored Bayern Munich's goal in the 1999 Champions League final? Anybody?
Mario Bava.
Oh, it was Mario Basler. And that is time up. A tight final round, but Angelina, what are the final scores?
So, final scores. Hull, you are finishing on 11 points, but the winners with 23 are Huddersfield.
Very good. Well done, Huddersfield. Very good. You go
mate.
through to the next round. Very, very good indeed. Hull, you don't go home empty-handed. You get this beautiful talkSPORT football trivia game. You'll get one each.
That's all I came for.
That's all you came for. So you got the thing you came for. Very, very good. You will get one each. There we are. Well, thanks for coming in, guys. Very, very good. Huddersfield, very, very good.
Cheers, John.
Thank you.
Very nice indeed. Through to the next round. Very good. Do you think you'll change your shirt for the next one, or do you think it's going to be same shirts? They're lucky now.
Yeah, they are lucky
Not
now.
sure we'll give it a wash.
Oh, yeah, maybe give it a wash.
Yeah.
Why? Keep the lucky sweat on it.
Yeah.
Lovely idea. Maybe sell it on eBay.
Yeah.
That's it for another episode of the talkSPORT Cup. We will see Huddersfield Town in the second round, and we'll see you next time.